This is your daily market recap for Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your daily market review, Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. Full moon, double full moon, whatever you want to call it. Gonna be, as we thought today, kind of an indecisive day, potentially up with chop, little maybe continuation. Got more than I thought we honestly would, but this is the thing, again, in a probability-based game, you're not gonna always be right. However, we did see what it looks like some indecision. You'll see on some of the candles today. Going into PCE jobs data Friday, Labor Day. Again, I think there are amazing opportunities to reload your shorts up here with defining your risk, layering in, as we always talk about, taking profits if you're long. Do not trusting that this market is somehow going to give you a ton more profits. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Link to the Discord room below. Also, too, if you have any questions in general about the market, real estate, how to trade, learning to trade, wanting to trade, use the Calendly link in the description below. Hit me up also on Twitter. It's always a good place, always posting things that we see. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, especially on YouTube. Do live chats once or twice a week at minimum, and those seem to be my favorite times because we can talk about things live as they're happening. If you can jump in, literally you can get one-on-one coaching live. Marcus account 5.3%. Please use the promotion. And then also the tradingagent.com. Great website. All my resources, back to basics videos for more beginner to advanced stuff. Real estate, daily market reviews are there too. Homepage, yada, yada, yada. Said this yesterday. Love this quote by Buffett. And it's funny, speaking of Buffett, talked about him yesterday. And then after the close, announces that he was selling, $6-8 billion worth of stock. Why is he selling up here, huh? Why is he selling? What does he know that's something that a lot of people don't know? Now, again, it's $6 billion or $8 billion, whatever it is, a ton of money. Used to be, but we'll see what happens here. I mean, somebody knows something. Fed watch tool, let's just refresh it. Might as well refresh it every time. Expecting a pause next meeting. Not surprising. Bitcoin. Man, if you like nothing, Bitcoin is your play. Now, I know it's bounced a little bit, but I mean, we talked about the double, like the him and hers top. I mean, that's the him, that's the hers. I don't trust it. Oil, hurricane coming. Typically, oil rolls up into hurricane movement, and then when it hits land, sell the news. We talked about when it held to 77, it could probably get back to 81, 82. You're there. I still don't think there's much upside. Natural gas, same kind of thing. Hurricanes can affect, they can disrupt the supplies near term. I mean, again, I don't trust them at all. I mean, again, I think the best time will be when the Feds pivot. Demand destruction is real. Economies are slowing. GDP came in today slower. You're going to have a lot of data coming up the rest of the week and jobs data. The economy is slowing, folks. The dollar. Look at that. Hits our range highs, pulls right back to the 20-day. What do we say? Volatility in the dollar is all I'm really paying attention to. TLT. All right. Indecision day. Again, I mean, I personally think TLT down here was a good buy. Could you trade it? How much higher? It's tough to know. Instead of maybe best case, maybe up to 99. Worst case, chop around, come back to a higher low, maybe fill this gap. Close enough to fill the gap. Something like that. Just keep that in mind. I mean, I don't believe it's going to take off. The VIX, we finally filled our gap. Right? And I'm amazed people are going, well, Apple has to go to this or the stock market has to do this. And people I know are talking to me are like clearly not watching the reviews. We talked about this. This is part of it. You just don't know where the stocks are that you're going to be trading. Like, for example, if you shorted MicroStrategy or Meta or, you're shorting Tesla, these names didn't rise today. And so it's really impossible almost to know exactly where the best time to short is. That's why you layer in. Your levels, you do the best you can. So knowing the VIX like that, the VIX, we talked about it, coming right back down. We didn't trust the market was going to tank. Look at the VIX. This could be a trap down here. Left-right combo with cheese. SPY. It hits 451 and change, which is this old, you can draw the lines as they update, as you should. Old resistance support, essentially, right? There you go. All right, we'll see what happens here. I mean, people are like, oh, you said that yesterday. This is the thing we talk about. You don't know. End of month markup. At worst, we said 20-day, 50-day. Now, we've seen this in the past where if you break, you start heading down, can you break over the 20-day at times? Well, you did there, and then it failed, right? Where's the 20-day here? You got it. Rally back. Here you got over it for a couple times and failed. Again, the key is just knowing that it was all possible. How high can it go? That's, again, where you got to be careful. You just don't sit here and go, well, I know for sure anything. Well, that kind of thinking is pretty stupid. Again, you can try to be deductive and think about it, but it's not guaranteed. If you're sitting here telling yourself, you're telling yourself a bunch of bull snot and lies. You don't know for sure. QQQ, channel highs, breaking out. People are thinking like, okay, like if you really want to get it to right on the wick, close enough. But what do we talk about at times with trend lines, right? Like the trap. Like everybody gets bullish on the breakout of a trend line. Like the market knows this. I know this. Everybody, your mom, your grandmother, your father-in-law, your uncle, even your little cousin. And so that's the thing sometimes about trend lines. They bring in the hype and they can be failures. And we've talked about sometimes you break below trend lines and then you back test them. Speaking of NVIDIA, we'll get to that. But again, a smaller kind of indecision day. Same with SPY. Not a big volatile day. IWM hits our range highs, right? 50-day. Little wick, keep an eye on it. DIA. Talk about like maybe 350 could be the extreme up here. Here you go. Well, I guess 349, 350, whatever you want to say. I mean, do you want to draw it to the wick now? I mean, that wick makes sense. Makes sense. See what happens next. Gold. We talked about it. Rallying back, oversold rally. Today's action. Again, I don't trust gold with my money or your money. Silver, we talked about it could fade today. Look at that. Open high, close low. Again, miners, they just don't really seem to be giving you much here. Now, you got a nice little rally after they've been oversold. We talked about maybe backtesting the trend line in the 50-day. Doink! Rejection. We'll see. GDXJ. Same thing. 200-day. Doink! We talked about all these potentially if they rose, like where could they go to? Again, you have to give yourself probabilities, what spots they can hit. AG, I mean, it's just dead money. And not until this stuff really moves, I'll really dig deep into it. AEM, couldn't even get back to the trend line, but did hit the 50 and fail. Newmont, we said this one's been trash. Congratulations if you played it for the 2 points. It should be better. It should be doing a whole lot better. Good old PAAS, Pan American Silver, rallies up to most recent range highs. Gives it right back. Let's talk about tech, because tech is what we expected to rally, right? Taiwan Semi, man, this thing is just dead. Not much to say. I mean, if you shorten it, it makes sense. Micron, this one is all over the place. Look where it's getting back to the top of the box, 68 area. Makes sense to me. Maybe it could squeeze to 69 for short. If you see 69 handle, holler at your boy. Shorted, I think it with a tight stop. It's really easy. AMD, we talked about it holding the 9900 area, 20-day crossing down. I mean, I thought maybe you could get up to the 50-day. Days like today don't really confirm it. I would think it would be acting stronger. NVIDIA, what do we say? Don't be surprised if it gets up to 500. Back test trend lines. Look at this, a doji at the highs, making potentially a lower high. We talk about retest a lot. Retest. Could it get to 520? Now, this is the thing you have to know in your mind. If you're layering in, don't be surprised. Don't get surprised if it gets channel highs. But looks very interesting up here. I mean, is this the Bob Barker special? Closest to 500 without going over 500? 499.27. Rest in peace, my friend. Don't be surprised if today ends up being a very important day in the markets. Intel, range highs, keep an eye on it. SMH. Said, don't be surprised if it retests. Here you go. 155s. Keep it simple. Stupid. Adobe. Right? Filling the gap. Talked about it. Potentially there. Especially if you got over this area. Looking like an Apple. We told people it was going to rally. Trap. Below the 100-day. Rallies back. Into the gap. Can it fill the gap? I mean, that's tough to know. That is tough to know. However, we do know Apple loves to do little novice gaps at extremes, right? A novice gap, then chop, then fail back. I mean, this is a tendency of the name. I mean, that's a little bigger than I would think at the top. Oh, there you go. This is what I'm saying, like the little baby novice gap traps in Apple. keep an eye on it. Because that, I mean, how do you know this? It's like, well, I've been watching Apple for years. Could this be it? Maybe. I mean, again, if you're shorting, it makes sense. Absolute sense. Amazon can't even get out of its own way. Dead money. Good. CRM after hours rising on earnings. Up to 227. Okay. I mean, maybe it's going to, this actually, trade alert. Maybe it turns into what? Shampoo time, head and shoulders top. I mean, it feels like it. Now, again, the 3-day rule might be in effect. So if you short it and it doesn't collapse right away, well, just keep in mind 3 days sometimes. You might not have 3 days with the way the market might be looking. But this area, 224, I mean, again, don't bring a ruler. It's at 227 after hours. Could it be a wick on a left or right shoulder? You betcha. Guggenheim trying to like play games at the high, channel highs. We'll see. I don't trust it. Meta, again, some folks took the short at the 20-day. J Solstice 50-day looks good. Again, on a day where the market's up, it's going nowhere. Microsoft, the day the market's up, it's going nowhere. Doji, NDAQ. Come on, just need you to rise some. I mean, it's like left, right combo. Okay, this thing's toast. And Gulf's last. Yeah, goodbye. MicroStrategy, we talked about it, getting up here into this like 50-day. A little scary that it gapped down. I mean, that could be the trap. Might be toast. Netflix, ooh, 438. I mean, would really like it up here. Really. Do we get there? Probably not. Roblox, you're welcome. Said this was oversold, was going to rally due to bounce. If you bought this, again, holler at your boy. Love all the support, the donations. You guys are the best, man. And again, I really appreciate the donation. I tell you, like, I'm giving away the education for free. If you're saving my tuition bill with 7 figures, losses over the years, trading, up, down, left, right, AB, select start, if you know what that is. Leave a comment below. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You learn from mistakes. They're a blessing. And if you don't want to pay the price and you're getting the discount and you want to show your boy, buy him a coffee, buy him a steak. Steak and lobster, as I like to say it. Those are the good days, good dinners. I appreciate it, man. You don't have to. But education is education. If it's worth it and it's doing you something, give to receive to forgiving. Yeah, but anyway, Tesla talked about maybe the 50-day. If you shorted it today, I like it. I like it a lot. X, let's rally through these next ones. I don't think there's much to say. Chopping, Nucor, chopping. Meow, maybe you can get up in the 170s. Caterpillar, yeah, come on, you're almost there. I mean, did you feel the gap? Getting real close. Keep an eye on that one. That looks like a screaming short. Screaming short alert. Try not to scream. It's annoying as shit. VALE, we talked about this rallying. I mean, it was oversold. Sam, if you're listening, congrats. I mean, I think you talked about buying down here, and that was a pro gap, clearly. Just, again, I think the thing that's hardest is sometimes about trading these names, which, again, I mean, that's up to your risk profile. It's like, what's the big juice? Are they going to jump 10, 15 points? Probably not. Arrow, we talked about oversold, rallying. Here you go. I wouldn't like that hammer. MC hammer time. CCJ, another new high. Channel high. Channel alert. Is it a fake breakout? Is Kathy Wood going to get paid or get slaughtered? ARC Fund. We'll see. CF. We talked about these rallying and then blowing up, coming back down, chopping. The market's holding up. They're not really going to tank. Man, I just can't get it. Just like flirting with the trend line to break. NTR, nothing today. A lot of these names slow rolling. Aaron, again, and this one popped a little yesterday on China's stimulus stuff, but this, I mean, it doesn't look good. Shouldn't aluminum be much higher? XLF said, watch it today. If you're paying attention to the channel, what do we say? Watch for the gap fill. Watch this blue zone. Hit it. Look at this candle. Over the 20-day, hammer time. MC hammer time. JP Morgan, barely moved today. Tells you something. Morgan Stanley, I mean, we talked about this dog needing a rally. Couldn't even get to the 20-day. Maybe it gets there tomorrow. Goldman Sachs, maybe Friday. I don't know. Man, XDiv. Watch the 20-day. Watch the 20-day. KRE. Here's another one. Like, oh, hey, financials are looking good. Going nowhere fast. XBI, right, should be up a whopping $3 or $4. Getting stuck. If it shows the 80 handle, I think it's an easy short. Good old solar. We talked about the oversold bounce. All right, let's see if you got the 20-day. It's not that far off. ENPH. I mean, some of these names look absolutely terrible, which to me means they probably can get beaten. Sedge looks like shit. Oops, excuse my language. Same thing. Nothing really to say. First Solar. Any major pop short. First Solar said 200-day would be a gift if you could get back up into here to like the 190, 200 area. Let's end it. Oh, HYG. Again, we're getting a little tired up here. Corporate debt. Mid 75s. Oil and gas. Now again, hurricane stuff. Buy the rumor, sell the landfall. Interesting little action today in the Doge formation. UNG, not surprised. Natty Gas getting a little catch. XOP, you think it would be like breaking out? Maybe. I don't know. Watch the 150 because if it fails, it fails. Occidental up a whopping nothing today. Yawn. Pow. PXD. Snap. Nap time. I mean, again, all these names look choppy and sloppy. EQT. Don't trust it at all. Going sideways, and Flex LNG, another sideways name. If you have any questions, again, please reach out. If you want to join the Discord room, link is in the description below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. Slap the like button. It helps out the channel. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And again, I appreciate all the love, support, the donations. Please share this if you can with a friend because somebody is out there looking for help. And just like you found me and how I found others when I really needed help, was by what? Supporting the communities and the content creators that I thought were legitimate, trying to help people, genuine, just trying to help people. And that's what we're trying to do here. All right, I will see you guys and gals in the Discord room or tomorrow's recap. Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.